Hello and good morning to the Duck Pod podcast. How are you? Today we'll be answering questions about my blog on my C magazine. First question being, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? My magazine covers follows many traditional media conventions while also incorporating unique design elements. I used a bold, large title at the top, which is common in lifestyle and travel magazines, and structured the layout with a main image subtitled and added additional features, such as this bluish hue to the title and the bottom text. This gives it a professional look that helps it engage with the reader immediately. It's just like that, like you want to read it. One way I challenged conventions was through my color and typography choices. I specifically selected a blue and bluish green color palette to enhance the oceanic theme while maintaining a modern minimalistic look. I also added a sandy color to the background to make it bounce out more. So if someone were actually to pick it out in a real store, it would be one of the main books they'd want to pick up. I chose a bold, slightly stylized font to make my title also stand out a little more. Same with the text all throughout the magazine. Throughout the magazine, I use the same font, being Aice Souvenir, which is a font that makes all of the sentences stand out and look incredible. In terms of social representation, my magazine focuses on the coastal lifestyle and appeals to a broad audience, including travelers, beachgoers, and nature lovers. While it doesn't directly address social issues, it subtly promotes ecotourism and ocean appreciations, encouraging a connection with nature rather than just commercialization beach destinations. This aligns with growing concerns about sustainability and environmental awareness in media and travel. I think my magazine represents all of this incredibly well, with each animal being written about to a T, all about their lifestyle, how they're born, fun facts. I want to provide my audience an eco-friendly look to the sea rather than such a commercialized view of it. Moving on, for the second question, how does your product engage with audiences and how would it be distributed as a real media text? My magazine is designed to engage with audiences visually and thematically. The design of the magazine is itself a promotion or a way of standing out from other beach magazines. If you see a lot of travel magazines or beach magazines, they always have this boring white background or boring font, and they're always super boring. But mine uses nice big font with a blue hue to really attract feeling and to really get the audience to buy my magazine. The picture is from a real place, and I even put the real place in the main magazine, which helps both attract both locals and tourists who might be interested in buying the magazine and learning more about the region. If this were a real product, I would distribute it in both print and digital formats. The print version would be available in airports, hotels, bookstores, and tourist centers. Meanwhile, the digital versions could be posted in somewhere like TikTok or Instagram, or maybe a dedicated website to reach a global audience. I would also use social media marketing, especially on Instagram and Pinterest, where visually driven content performs well. Additionally, collaborations with ecotourism companies, beach resorts, or influencers could help expand it. Now, this isn't 100% gonna happen. It's gonna be very difficult to find an ecotourism company that will actually promote a magazine like this, especially how short it is. But posting on somewhere like Instagram Reels or Pinterest can help with its commerciality, and maybe some people that are scrolling may want to pick it up from their nearest bookstore. This will ensure that my magazine reaches the right audiences and builds an online presence. And that is the main point that the magazine is trying to make. Well, throughout this project, I significantly improved my editing skills, design, and problem-solving skills. When I first started, I had basic knowledge of photo editing and layout design, but I learned a lot as I experimented with different styles and editing styles. One of the biggest improvements was photo editing. I used photo studios and CapCut to enhance the sharpness, color, and contrast of my images, making them look more vibrant while still natural. Initially, some of my edits were too saturated or overly bright, but through some trial and error, I found the right balance of both and managed to improve the quality of my images and overall magazine. I also improved in layout design. Originally, I struggled with the background because I didn't know if I wanted to keep it white and I didn't know what color I should pick. And also with text placement. My text placement was weird at the start, not knowing where I was going to put everything, and overall being a mess. Same with pictures. I didn't know how the cover was actually going to look like. It was just more or less a cohesive mess, and I only had a box in the middle for it. But after a little bit, I learned to balance the typography and image composition, which was a key part of my progress, which really helped the magazine come together. Problem-solving skills was another skill that I developed over these past 6 months. For example, I had difficulty adjusting to Canva overall and PowerPoint for some of these projects I had to do. But really, after really trying hard and experimenting and through trial and error, I was able to get everything figured out, and I was able to even use Canva to my advantage. I even prefer it now over PowerPoint. Additionally, I used my iPhone 13 for photography, which was kind of bad, but it did show me what I really needed to do for each picture. It showed me how to edit correctly, how the light adjustment works on a phone, and I was able to receive some high quality images without a professional camera. Overall, I am much more confident in using design software, editing tools, and layout techniques, which really have improved my media production skills throughout this project. Well, for the hardware, I used my iPhone 13 to take high-resolution photos. Initially, I considered using a DSLR camera, but I realized that it was too expensive, and I didn't really know how to use a professional camera. So instead, I just stuck with my iPhone and took pictures of photo studios until I received a high-quality image that could be organized into my blogs and my magazine, which really helped because it really understood how it feels like to have poor equipment, especially trying to get something in high quality. In terms of software, I used photo studios to refine my image and adjust color contrast and sharpness. Photo studios helped with the finer edits, ensuring that my images fit seamlessly with the magazine's aesthetic. For text and layout, I experimented with different design programs to achieve a structured, visually appealing composition. Online tools also played a big role. My blog served as a central place to document my progress, reflect on my design choices, and receive feedback. Additionally, I researched professional magazine covers online to analyze their typography, color schemes, and layout, which really helped me get more information on my design choices. I didn't just research magazines though, I also researched all the animals that I was going to write about, and Wikipedia and some other outdated sources and journals really helped me figure out what these animals do, and I was even able to learn some new stuff myself. If this were a real magazine, I would use social media platforms such as Instagram or TikTok to market it, along with digital publishing platforms to reach a wider audience, which I said in my podcast. Overall, all these skills that I've developed while doing this project and all the technology that I've used really helped everything come together and achieve this really professional looking magazine that I am proud to look at. I really think the magazine turned out amazing, and the blogs really helped me track my progress, which helped overall with the magazine look. And that is the end of my CCR and the end of my video. Thank you so much for listening in and for watching this video. Have an amazing day and wonderful evening.